You said bell peppers and beef. There's no beef in here. So you wouldn't really call it bell peppers and beef, now would you?
Yes, I would.
Well, it's not!
It is when you're broke, all right?
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Anime with Alvin. Today we are going to be tackling the bell peppers and beef from Cowboy Bebop. I'm not sure who keeps arranging my food like this, but the first thing I'm going to do is cut these bell peppers into thin little strips. So, in the first version of this dish, we're actually going to replace the beef with mushrooms because mushrooms in the show are a lot cheaper than beef, and you can get that same meaty texture by using mushrooms. And for the stir fry sauce, I'm combining together 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, a half tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of Shaoxing rice wine, and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And that'll be the sauce for our stir fry. Now, I don't think you're allowed to have a wok with open flame in space, so we're gonna use an induction burner with a little bit of oil in the pan till it's smoking, adding the mushrooms, adding some salt, and just letting them cook down while you rub your hands together. It doesn't do anything, but I was cold. Towards the end, I do like a little bit more sesame oil just to give them some more aroma, more browning. And then these come out, reset with a little bit more oil, and in goes the bell peppers. So these cook down a bit, and then I add in a little bit of garlic with a little bit more sesame oil. If you add in the garlic too early, it burns, and we don't want that. So after a couple seconds of working the wok, the mushrooms go back in. Mix them around, cook them around for a little bit, and then we can finally put some sugar, which I like to add for flavor, and a little bit of the sauce we made earlier. And this is where things get fun. Everything's smoking, blazing, quickly moving, steam's going in your face, everything's smelling super good. And that's the beauty of wok cooking. Everything comes together really quickly, and it's awesome. Even though we're not even using an open flame, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. And so this is our first version of the bell peppers and beef, but with mushrooms instead of beef. Let's take a bite, see how it is. Ooh, oh, this is good. I would actually make this and eat the whole thing on a day-to-day basis, which I'm gonna do right now. But we should probably try this with actual beef. So this is some flank steak. I'm cutting them into little thin strips to match the bell peppers. And I'm gonna warm up my hands over the wok because I get cold kind of easily. Same treatment as before though. A little bit of oil to get the pan smoking hot. In goes the beef. And this is an induction burner, so we're not gonna get massive amounts of heat, which is why there's water at the bottom of this pan. I think water is stir fry's #1 enemy, so I'm really just trying to shake things to get all that steam out and not overcook the beef. And we run it back. A little bit more oil, bell peppers in, cook it around until it gets a little bit of color, lightly brown, add some garlic, stir it up again, add the beef back in, everybody gets to know each other, add some sauce. Watch as a lot of sauce creates a lot of steam. Inhale all those great smells one more time, add a little bit of sugar for that extra flavor, and ta-da! This version of the beef and bell pepper stir fry is done, and with actual beef this time, so let's see how it is. Oh, pretty solid. If I had this in space, I would be pretty happy, but I do have one more version to show you guys. This is a Chinese dish called Qingjiao Rou Si, which roughly translates into spring peppers meat strips, but this is my grandpa's recipe, and I do want to make it like the way he did, so I'm taking that same flank steak, cutting it with a huge cleaver into really, really thin strips, and now I'm seasoning the beef with a little bit of salt, white pepper, chicken bouillon powder, and mixing it together until I realize that this bowl is a little bit too small. Adding in some soy sauce, some sesame oil, some Shaoxing cooking wine, some egg whites, and some cornstarch, and this, when you mix it together, creates an almost flavor shield around the beef. And if you can see, I'm mixing this pretty rapidly with chopsticks to try and aerate and almost fluff up this mixture. These are longhorn peppers, not the same as the green bell peppers, but they are what my grandpa used to use. They're very spicy, and I'm cutting them on a diagonal into very thin strips. After that, I'm gonna make a quick cornstarch slurry with a little bit of chicken stock and some cornstarch, and now we are off to the races, which means we are going to go outside, where it is absolutely freezing. I've been wearing a hat this whole time, but we do have a nice, beautiful open flame, which will emulate what real wok cooking should be like. So after getting that oil smoking, I'm gonna cook these longhorn peppers for under a minute, just so that they get a little bit of color. After that, I'm going to fill it up with a little bit more oil and essentially shallow fry these beef strips. Now that coating from earlier is going to help separate them, create a nice shield, almost a crust for these beef strips. And this will also flavor the oil we fried it in, so that after that these beef strips are drained, we can reuse that flavored oil to fry up some garlic slices, fry up the peppers, throw back in those beef strips from earlier. Everybody kind of gets really happy in this huge wok. And after that, throw in a little bit of sesame seeds, mix it up for less than a minute, then some of that cornstarch slurry. This is going to help create a sauce for this dish. Finish with a little bit of sesame oil. After that, this dish is done. 45 seconds of fire, smoke, and absolute chaos. I had so much fun, and I'm gonna go back inside because it's freezing, and I'm not gonna tell Andrew about what we just did, just to create as much confusion as possible. But I'm very proud to present my version of Qingjiao Rosi. There's probably things I could have done better, but I do hope I made my grandpa proud. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. It tastes exactly like the restaurants I used to go to growing up, and it tastes like how my grandpa used to cook it. It's spicy, it's delicious, it's sweet. The heat from the wok is giving these things such nice flavors. Wow, I'm actually so impressed with this. Okay, everybody else has got to come and eat this because I'm really proud of it. And I'm gonna go get water because this is very, very, very spicy.